Hi friends, my name is Rebecca and welcome to the 5th week on my journey as an official horse owner. I was so excited to ride the high of last week and continue making positive steps forward with my horse. He's been getting progressively filthier with each passing day, which I know I have no one to blame but myself for that. I am admittedly still timid around him at times, particularly around his back legs, which makes grooming difficult. But this week I wanted to change all that, and my goal was to get him as clean as possible and maybe even give him a bath. Thankfully, Robert is so much more confident than me, and he's able to take those steps forward a little bit faster than I can. It is hard sometimes having to rely on him so heavily to do the things that I can't, but then I try to remind myself that that's what it means to be a part of a team. Unfortunately, I never did reach my goal. Not to get overly graphic, but ever since my horse took his dewormer last week, I started to notice he's been having some, shall we say, digestive issues. So after a couple of days, I took to the internet to try to figure out what might be the matter. And of course, the internet promptly told me I was a terribly negligent owner and my horse was going to colic and die in a day. I was a wreck. Colicking is one of those things that keeps me up at night, and I was terrified I was going to lose him. Fortunately, the vet was able to bring me back from the edge, and she prescribed a daily dose of psyllium and probiotics. She also wanted me to check if there had been any changes to his daily diet that I didn't know about. Now, I know that for someone who's owned horses before, that all of this is probably no big deal. My horse had no change in any of his other behavior, his drinking was normal, alert as ever. Literally the only thing that changed was his less than desirable apple piles. But for me, trying to understand what was happening to him and how to get ahead of it has been all-consuming. It's incredibly easy for me to spiral into a whirlwind of guilt, fear, and sorrow. But after some discussion with a few other boarders, I was able to confirm that not only has the hay been changed at the barn, but my horse was not the only one to suffer for it. And while there is some relief in knowing what the culprit of all this is, the truth is I'm still incredibly afraid for his health. Despite nearly a week on the psyllium and probiotics, I don't feel like I've seen much of an improvement. And with the local hay shortages, it'll be a battle to get his feet adjusted as well. I don't quite know what else I can do at this point, if there's anything at all, but I don't want to give up either. Not only that, with the constant messes he's making, his tail is on another level of filth. But until he's returned to a fully healthy state, it's only going to continue no matter how often he's groomed or washed. I wish this week could have ended on a better note like last week. Instead, there's only the nagging doubt that I'm not doing everything in my power to make him feel better. But I'm going to keep trying my best and keep moving forward. Isn't that all we can ever really do? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again next week with a hopefully more positive update.